Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Let's see what energies surround my Capricorn during this time frame. This is going to be your energy for this time frame. Your subconscious vibes, your subconscious thoughts, subconscious motivations, obstacle, support for this week, possible outcome, and let's see overall vibes. The Empress, woohoo! So my dear friend, you're gonna concentrate on something beautiful this week, something beautiful, something new. For some of you, you might want to start a new business. For others of you, you might be spending a lot of time with your families. I do feel like this is work related, like this is your career related. You will really want to start something new within your career, or not even start something new, but start taking steps towards increasing your desirability, like increasing your like building up your resume and whatnot, like maybe starting a new certification program, or actually writing a resume for a new job, writing that cover letter, whatever it is. You're going to start something new that will help you gain success within your career sector. Let's see what the cards say here. Okay, so we got Six of Cups in your current energy. I absolutely love it. So right now you're thinking about how you've lived your life for however many years that you've been alive on this planet Earth. You're really trying to evaluate whether all the turns and all the paths that you've taken were the correct ones. And underneath it all is that Nine of Pentacles energy. You want to be comfortable. You're tired to go from one job to another job, not being appreciated, not being getting paid a lot. And that's what's driving you to finally look at where you are and try to figure out ways of how to increase your income, how to increase your knowledge base in order to get the income that you want. Or, like think about the steps that you need to take in order to get that higher income. Interesting. And look at this. What the universe wants you to know right now is being cocky, and I don't mean it in a negative way. I just mean the King of Wands is a new obstacle right here. So basically, I don't want to say diminish who you are and what you know, but what I am saying is that confidence alone is not going to get you where you need to be, if that makes sense. What the universe is telling you is that you actually have to put some effort into whatever is it that you gotta do. And the Four of Pentacles is in your strength. You're gonna be very conservative with your energy right now. You're gonna put a lot of effort into this, as I said before, resume, into like searching for a job, into improving your skill set, like whatever it is, you're going to be putting a lot of effort and a lot of energy into that. And you might become really stingy about, putting your energy elsewhere, which the universe tells you is a good thing. So for like this week, you might have this vision of like, okay, Capricorn, like this is what I have to do in order to become better. These are the steps that I gotta take in order to increase my money, to increase how I get my, resources coming in and whatnot. And you're gonna have this tunnel vision, which is a good thing. Stick to it. Do not let anything deviate you from that path, because thinking that you will overcome it or get wherever you know you need to be by some kind of luck is not going to happen this week. So this is a great week to work. Wow, Page of Cups is here, yay! Which is indicative of a new cycle, right? Like a Page of Cups is a student, is somebody who's a learner and somebody who's starting something new. So definitely a huge, huge, huge week for you, my dear Capricorn, especially in your work sector. I really do strongly feel that you will be able to figure out a way to increase your money this week and to figure out ways of how to actually do it. And you're going to end up doing it for sure. And it's going to be a good outcome. It's going to be a very happy outcome for you. You're going to be really proud of yourself, my dear friend. Wow, what a week. I love it, my dear Capricorn. Hope this helped. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Let's see where your energy is going to be at, my friend. Okay, so this is going to be your overall energy, your subconscious drive, your obstacle, your support for this week, possible outcome, and overall vibes. We got 7 of Wands here as overall vibes, my dear Aquarius, which could be, it's a very interesting energy. You know, a lot of times things are just falling apart right in front of our eyes. Like no matter how much we're trying to persevere and push through, something is being thrown our way. However, this week, no matter what's going to be thrown at you, you will be able to overcome it and come out on top. I do feel like it might be a bit of a hectic week for you at work this week. You might get like a whole bunch of projects that you need to work on out of nowhere. You might get like deadlines pushed around. So you might feel like things are literally being thrown at you. However, this energy is so clear to me. It's telling me that you will definitely be able to overcome it as long as you're going to keep your head cool. Let's see what the energies tell me. Okay, my friend. So right now you're in a 6 of Pentacles energy. And at work, it's really interesting energy because you might feel like somebody's taking you for granted at your job. And maybe that's why the 7 of Wands energy is going to be so prominent this week, is because you might feel like people are taking advantage of you at work. They just look at you and go like, oh, Aquarius, by the way, why don't you go and do this? Because this other person didn't get to do it. Or like whatever it is. You just might feel like people are taking advantage of your niceness, of your kindness, and all you're doing is just pretty much just smiling at them, saying, okay, let me do it, let me get it done. And because you know you kind of have to, and that's what the 4 of Wands is here. You kind of know that you gotta do certain things at work, right? Like you gotta play nice, you gotta play as a part of the team. You can't just tell somebody to go F themselves because you just don't want to do another thing, especially if it sort of kind of does fall within your job responsibility. So I do anticipate like a bit of a struggle within your workplace this week, but I also see that you just gonna overcome it because you're not gonna take it to heart, or at least this is the message that I'm hearing from the universe. Do not take it to heart. Just keep going, keep doing it. Try to kind of, you know, be yourself and do it the best way that you can. The sun is here in your obstacle. So don't expect to have a joyful week, especially at work this week. Kind of almost anticipate people coming after the holidays here in the United States and being like all angst up from dealing with the family for the whole couple of days here, or like whatever it is. Like people are gonna be in their vibes and their energies, and do not expect them to come into work like easy, because they will feel heavy, they will be annoyed, and they will be annoying. I do see it. However, Three of Cups is here in your positive and your strength sector for this week. So you definitely will have, you will find a sense of, you have a sense of community. I don't want to say you will find it, because you already have a sense of community, especially at work. You know, we all have that one colleague who we can just kind of wink at, and they know exactly what's going on. You do have those allies at work. So find the joy and happiness within those allies. They will make you laugh. They will make you happy. They will make it lighthearted for you. For sure. Yeah, King of Cups, look at this. So as the week will finalize, you will actually realize how much more easygoing you are than you came into this week. Like, you will realize that this attitude of being able to kind of disassociate yourself from the hustle and bustle of your workplace and just concentrate on your tasks. Then, you know, like, people throw tasks at you, they're throwing more tasks and responsibilities at you, but you will see that with a lighthearted attitude, you will be able to accomplish whatever it is that's going to come your way, and you're going to come on top as a king by the end of this week. You're going to be acknowledged, you're going to be rewarded, and your hard work will definitely be seen by the right people here. Great energy, my dear Aquarius. And people at work always suck. That's just the fact of life. But it looks like it's going to be a good week for you, my dear friend. Hope this reading helped you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a great week, my dear friend. Hello, my dear Pisces. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Let's see what energy is going to surround my Pisces for this week. This is going to be the energy for you, my dear Pisces. This is your subconscious energy and your subconscious vibes that make you do things in the way that you do without even realizing. Your obstacle for this week, your strength and support for this week, possible outcome, overall vibe. The Eight of Cups. You know, Eight of Cups is such an interesting card. Eight of Cups allows us to walk away from nonsense. It allows us to be very mature about, like, pretty much any situation in your life. It allows you to walk away from arguments, walk away from gossip, walk away from any kind of nonsense. And I do feel like it's going to be a work situation where you're going to be able to just walk away from it. Maybe people will be gossiping, maybe people will be, you know, talking about some nonsense, but you are a type of a person who's going to be able to just mentally disassociate from any kind of drama that is happening. You will not take any sides this week. You will not contribute to any of the nonsense, or at least that's what the universe is calling you to do, especially in your workplace. Not to engage in any kind of situations that could be dramatic, where in the end of the day, you can get in between two individuals and then you will be blamed for whatever nonsense that they have started. So I like this energy, very mature energy. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like it a lot. So let's see, my dear Pisces. Okay, we can see all the cards here. You're currently in this Chariot energy. So you are in this direction in your life not to deal with nonsense, right? And I feel like many of you will relate to this because you're sick and tired. The Four of Swords is here as your subconscious energy. You're sick and tired of BS. You're sick and tired of nonsense that people bring to the table. There's always somebody saying something about somebody, and it's just, like you're doing stuff at home, right? Like you have to deal with family, you have to deal with your friends, and then you come to work and you're dealing with the same nonsense with people that you don't even care about. So there's definitely a chance that there's going to be a she said, he said nonsense this week. I really feel it so strongly. I apologize if I'm repeating myself. And you will be able to recognize it, and you will be able to walk away from it. It doesn't mean that you're gonna like it. You know, the death is in your obstacle sector, and that's like an interesting placement for this specific card. It doesn't mean that you will like just walking away. It doesn't mean that whatever people are going to be saying is not going to hurt you. What it means is that you're going to choose to be mature. You will realize that there's an inevitable change that's happening within yourself. Either you can continue engaging in some drama that does not really do anything for you, or you can choose to disassociate yourself and concentrate on whatever it is that you need to get done. Because all this drama that people, stir up for no reason, what it does is just take the energy away from the people around them. Usually when people are fighting, especially like at work situations, 5 minutes later, like 3 days later, they're best friends again. Meanwhile, you're upset, other people around them are upset, HR is involved, whatever it is. So this is very mature energy, and you will be able to concentrate on your responsibilities at work and not let this nonsense get in your way. The 10 of Wands is in your strength sector. This is a very responsible card, like a card where you know what you gotta do and you're gonna push through and get what is it that you need to get done and not waste your energy on anybody else's nonsense. Yeah, the star is the outcome. I absolutely love it. It's going to bring you well-being, like that's what the star card is bringing that emotional well-being that we don't usually get from people at our job places, especially when there's drama happening. However, by choosing to walk away, by choosing to disassociate, by choosing to stick with your responsibilities and just tell whoever is asking you for advice or take sides or whatever, like, I'm sorry, I got things to do, and sticking to your tasks will really increase your personal happiness and increase your emotional well-being. I absolutely love this mature energy, my dear friend. I hope this reading helped you. Of course, my whole deck collapses. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And I hope you have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Let's see what energies surround my Aries during this time frame. This is your energy for this week. Your subconscious drives that make you do things in the way that you do without even realizing. Obstacle for this week. Strength and support system, possible outcome, overall vibe, the Magician. So my friend Aries, you've been changing things in your life, or at least you've been hoping for some changes to happen in your life for quite some time now. And finally this week, you're going to be brave enough to see where you can implement those changes to get your life in order. I do feel for many of you this is a work situation, and you will be able to figure out how to increase your well-being at work this week by pretty much acknowledging what you should and should not be doing at work, right? Like, we all know that, I don't know, like every office has like a different kind of vibe Every job has a different vibe. Like a work culture is different depending on the place where you work, right? So like you watch it in the movies, and how many movies do you see where people come in the morning and then everyone is sitting around having coffee for like 20 minutes, and then they have to hustle and like catch up on their tasks for work. So you will realize the reason why I'm saying this is, like for that specific example that I've seen in some movie, I don't even know what movie it was, you will realize that coming into work and having coffee with your coworkers for 20 minutes takes 20 minutes away from your work time. And then by the end of the day, you have to stay 20 minutes later just to wrap up your tasks. And now this 20 minutes of coffee time with your coworkers in the morning is impeding on your personal time, where you are the one who could be going to the gym, going for a walk, going for a coffee with your friend after work. You know what I mean? So I feel like you already recognize this, and this week you will finally know how to make these changes. This message is coming out strong for me, so let's see what the energies say and the cards say. So you're currently in this Ace of Swords energy, exactly what I was feeling. You having this clear understanding of how you want your life to look. You have a clear understanding of where you want your time to go. Your time is of value, my dear Aries. I know every single Aries that I know is a very driven individual. You know that your time is money. So that's where I was saying, like when you're gonna come to work this week, you will realize, or even if you're not at work, even if you're not working, like whatever is it that you do, like even if you're a stay-at-home parent, you will just see ways of how to increase your output by minimizing minimizing all the side items that you do through the day. It might not be easy, like the Seven of Wands is here. It might not be easy for you, but you also recognize that there's too much on your plate, that you do too much, and sometimes you end up spending your energy in places that are of little value to you. Like maybe you don't even like your coworkers, and because of the way this culture is at your job, everyone is sitting there BSing for 20 minutes. You don't even want to be there. You don't even like coffee. You know what I mean? So you will definitely recognize this. This Justice card is here in your obstacle. You might feel guilty. You might literally feel guilty to say, you know what? I can't have coffee with you today. I gotta go do this or that. And some people might say, oh, but come on, Aries, we do this every day. You're gonna have to say no. So what the universe is telling you, do not get guilted into continuing this cycle that's not even working for you. The Knight of Pentacles is here in your Strength card, which I love. Absolutely love. This is the card of responsibility, right? You know what your responsibilities are. Stick with them. And you're also going to be able to give yourself grace, because this card is also indicative of patience. Pentacles are all indicative of patience. You will have enough patience for yourself that even if you slip one day, like let's say tomorrow you go into work and you say like, no, I'm not going to have coffee with you guys. I'm just going to go work. Then you're going to leave your job 20 minutes earlier to go do your thing. The following day you might come in and then you might feel guilty, like, oh, I should have a little coffee with them. And you will be able to kind of bounce back from it, because you're going to be able to give yourself grace, you know, even if you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, it's okay, because you're still going to be taking 2 steps forward and only 1 step back. I hope this message makes sense for you. Let's see the outcome. Yeah, my friend, look at this. The Ace of Pentacles is the outcome. The opportunity is going to be here for your new well-being. You will get so much more well-being out of this new structure that you're going to impose, that you cannot even foresee it right now. I cannot foresee it right now. But you will gain more friendships outside of your job situation. You will regain your health. You will regain your center. So cutting out on these unimportant things at work will definitely give you back your time, and you will be able to utilize that time to increase your personal well-being. And also Pentacles, especially Ace of Pentacles, talks about health. So you could definitely bring your health back. Maybe you could work it out with your supervisor that you can come in 20 minutes later to work, just to skip this coffee situation and sleep in for 20 minutes. Who wouldn't want that? Either way, great energy for this week, my dear Aries. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love how you're going to stand up for you, what you know is better for you, and you're going to stick with it. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super great week. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. This is going to be your energy for this week. Your subconscious drives, obstacle, support system, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. I love it. I love it a lot. You definitely gonna have money on your mind this week, my dear friend. All you're gonna think about is money, and you're gonna prioritize money. So I do have a feeling that this week is gonna be really a big week in regards to your financial planning and your work sector as well. You're gonna try to figure out of how to bring in more financial stability into your life, and that's going to be preoccupying you a whole lot. So paying off your loans, paying off credit cards, investing even is going to be a main priority. And of course, we start with the Ace of Pentacles in your current energy. So yeah, you're going to be looking for ventures to increase your financial stability. For some of you, you're going to be looking for new opportunities where you can start like new jobs. You're going to start poking around and seeing like what else can you do. Like you can even do very stuck energy for you guys. Like this is the second time I started this reading and it's just very stuck type of energy, because you know you want to change something. You definitely want to start something new, and for many of you, you're just not sure where to go, where to apply, how to increase your money, like how to pay off all those credit cards, where to make the investments. If you do want to make investments, you're just not exactly sure, even though your desire to start something new and for your prosperity is like really, 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 really strong. Subconsciously, you're in you have 10 of wands here pushing you to get as much done as possible for this time period. You are a very hardworking individual, and it's almost like you realize that your resilience can only last so much, right? Because no matter how much energy we output, eventually we have to put that energy back into us. And I have a feeling, like I strongly feel that for many of you, you just understand that the way you're working right now is not conducive to your financial stability. The way you're paying off your credit cards is just not working, because all you're doing is just paying off the interest, but you're never paying towards the principal. The way you're putting in all these hours at work is not paying you as much as you deserve to be paid. So you're really feeling the burden of all of this, and you really feel how much you need to change something in order for you to get out of this situation, to increase that prosperity, to increase that well-being as it applies to your finances. And what the universe wants you to know is kind of sitting there and pondering on it is not going to help you. The Hermit is in your obstacle. So it's not the time for contemplation. It's not the time to sit in silence and try to figure it out by yourself. Page of Swords is here in your strength, telling you that you have to communicate. Swords are communication. You have to be curious. You have to ask questions. You have to go out of your way and ask that friend that you have who's financially savvy, okay, like, how do I go about paying off my debt? Like, what are the best ways to do it? Ask for advice. Even if you're Googling online, I feel like it's still different from the Hermit card, where you're like in yourself. You're going out there and you're asking. So being inquisitive, being curious, and asking questions is definitely going to help you a whole lot. Ask people who are, responsible. We all have those responsible friends in our lives. Ask for suggestions, like where to apply. If you have a good boss at your job, like maybe you can ask how you can get a promotion. Like whatever it is, you have to speak up and you have to start that conversation in order for this new cycle to begin. The Page of Swords is the energy of a student. It's like a person who's starting something new, something who is in the beginning stages of change. And when we are learners, we have to ask all those questions, right? So you are in that energy right now. Ooh, yay. Justice is the outcome for this week. So it's the whole concept of cause and effect. If you're going to start asking people questions about how do I get better in my financial literacy, you will end up getting responses. You will end up getting resources. You will end up getting advice which you can actually apply into your life, and that will lead you to gain that financial stability, or at least be on the path, because the page is here, like be in those beginning stages of walking towards the financial stability. Love this energy, my dear Taurus. Just don't be quiet. Don't stay within yourself. And financial stability will come your way. Absolutely love this energy, my friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Gemini. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Let's see what energy is going to represent my Geminis this week. Your subconscious drives, your obstacles, your strengths and supports, possible outcome, overall vibe. 7 of Cups. You're going to have some kind of choices this week. So for many of you, I feel like this is going to be in your work situation. You're going to have some kind of a choice. You're going to have a choice to either do something now or do something later. Do something one way or do something a different way. Or you're going to see opportunities come your way this week. So there's going to be, I feel like, a sense of, what's that word? When you're not being supervised by anybody, there's no micromanagement going on. You're going to be in the lead, like in a driver's seat of a car, and when it's time is going to come to make some fundamentally big decisions at your workplace. And you will also see some options for your future as well this upcoming week. Good energy. Let's see what the cards say. Great energy. Exactly what I was feeling. The 3 of Cups is here in your current energy sector, telling me that your friends will be able to spark some kind of thought in your head. It could be your friends, it could be your coworkers, it could be an individual within your community. You could just start a conversation, just chit-chatting with somebody that you know, and all of a sudden you're going to realize, oh wait, I can do this in my job. I can do that at my job. Through conversing with people around you, you're going to be able to realize that there's so many choices and there's so many different ways that you can go about. Also, you're going to be recognized within your community as somebody who is able to make some fundamentally difficult and fundamentally important choices, which is wonderful. Underneath it all, you have the Knight of Cups energy. Like, you have this interesting inner understanding of how things need to be done, and you're going to follow that understanding. You know what's right, you know what's wrong. And this week, because you make such a great discernment of what's the best possible path to take is, you will be acknowledged for it. And that's why people will recognize it in you, that you should be a leader in a group, making those big decisions for everyone else. For others of you, you will just be following your heart, and through conversations with your friends, you will realize that you have so many opportunities available to you, and you will actually take those opportunities, which is beautiful. What the universe wants you to know is not to sit there and not to take your time. Temperance is a very kind of like this card of like patience and moderation. No, this is not it. If you hear a good idea, if you have a great thought, you gotta go with it. Because Ace of Swords is in your strength right here, in the strength sector, which means that once you have some kind of clarity, you got to get on it and you're going to share it. You're going to have so many breakthroughs. That you're going to be amazed yourself, and you're going to trust yourself, and you're going to go, and you have to go with whatever is it that you're going to feel to get yourself to the next level. Yeah, look at this. The Chariot is your outcome card for the week. And you're going to be in control, and you're going to be successful as you're doing it. You're going to be recognized as a leader this week for sure at your job. There's two very clear messages, but they're kind of like a little jumbled and intermingled for me in my head. And me as a mere human, I'm trying to decipher between the two, and it's a little bit difficult. So as I said before, just to kind of recap, one will be you will be acknowledged by your community, by your job, by people around you as a leader, and you will be given an opportunity to make some kind of a choice for your group, for your community. For others of you, through communication with others, through communicating with your coworkers, with your friends, with just random people that you know, you will be able to recognize ideas and recognize opportunities for your own personal growth, which will lead you into a much more successful situation. So great energy, my dear Gemini. I hope you like this reading. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. See, this is going to be your energy for the week, your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, overall vibe. 10 of Pentacles. Love it. So you're definitely going to be thinking about money. I got the same overall energy for Taurus. So you may be connected to Taurus. You might have Taurus in your chart somewhere. But same as Taurus, you will definitely concentrate on how to increase your financial stability. For many of you, you're going to be thinking about how to pay off loans or how to get a job that pays you more during this week. And I have a feeling that you're going to be able to come up with some ideas here and some solutions. Ooh. Okay. So right now you're in a 9 of Cups energy. you know, you're kind of like very emotionally stable, and you understand where you stand as a human being. You are very secure in your own self. You recognize where you stand within your community, within your family, within your friend circle. You know who you are. You know where you're going. You know what you want out of life. And underneath it all, you have this high priestess energy that also kind of subconsciously gives you this crazy great intuition to recognize the strength within yourself. So not only are you trusting yourself, you're also trusting your intuition during this time frame, which is beautiful, especially as you're trying to increase your finances, to better your work situation. What the universe wants you to do is not make any hurried decisions. The King of Cups is in your obstacle sector, and King of Cups is an interesting card. For me here, it clearly says, do not make any hurried decisions. The place where you're in right now is already a good place. It's a solid place. You have a very strong foundation. You are not doing these changes out of necessity, even though for some of you, you may be, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not out of pure necessity. It's more of like, okay, I know where I am. I know I can be better. Let me get better. You know what I mean? And what the universe wants you to know is just make a very detached and calm decision in everything that you do. Don't rush into anything. Take your time. And the Four of Cups is in your strength. And like, what is the Four of Cups? It's kind of like totally the opposite of the King of Cups. It's the energy of like, okay, somebody's telling me this, offering me this. Now I'm going to look at it from a very critical perspective. So you should be looking at a very critical perspective at all the advice, all the information that's coming your way. Especially if you're trying to make an investment. Be very, very, very careful about your judgments. Even though your intuition is high, be very careful about your judgments if you're trying to make an investment. Look over the paperwork. It doesn't need to only feel right. It has to look right on paper as well. And you will have this as your strength this week, because you will be able to have this very cool approach to any opportunity that comes your way, and you will be able to look at it from a very sober perspective, which is amazing, because that's the only way to make the right decision. Two of Pentacles is your outcome for the week, possible outcome, where, you know, Two of Pentacles is a card of prioritizing. Things are going to come your way, information will come your way, and you will be able to decide whether this information is applicable or important to you or not, or is it a waste of time. So that's a great week, my dear Cancer. You will be able to increase your financial stability, pay off loans, as I said before, because that's a strong message that I'm hearing. Or even get an increase of pay at your job, or get a better paying job. Like, one of those sectors is definitely going to be highlighted for you, but you will also be able to work with a company, work with individuals who will be deemed by you to be the most efficient, the most effective individuals and companies to work with, because you will come at it from a very cool and very detached perspective. Love this energy, my dear Cancer. I got really dry mouth for a second. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Let's see where my Leos are this week. Your subconscious drives, your obstacles, your supports, possible outcome, overall vibe. The Hangman, you're changing your perspective. You're growing, my dear friend. You're no longer the same Leo that you were last week. You're no longer the same Leo that you were last year. You're definitely coming to realize that certain idealisms and certain viewpoints are no longer serving you. I love this. Let's see what the cards say. Very interesting. Okay, so right now you're in a Nine of Cups energy, my friend. You're definitely very satisfied with your family situation. I see a lot of emotional fulfillment. You understand that your family is the most important thing in the world for you. Being happy with the people that you love is what makes you genuinely happy. That's like a number one thing for you. Even though sometimes it might not come off that way, but truly underneath it all, your family is what makes you the most happy. And underneath it all, what's driving you and keeps you going is your desire to enjoy all these things that you've had accomplished with your family. You really appreciate all of the things that you went through and how together with the most loved people around you, you were able to come up on top and you were able to persevere and you were able to go beyond any kind of like crazy limits that, some people might say, oh my God, Leo, really? You went through all of that? And you're going to be like, yeah, because I have support of my loving and wonderful family. Love this energy, my dear friend. What the universe wants you to know is this is not the time to deal with other people's issues. Like, this is not the time to get involved with other people's inner strifles. I don't know if that's the word. Strifes? Inner demons, This is not the time to give advice to anybody. This is not the time to kind of butt in. This is also not the time to judge anybody, because when we are giving advice, we're always judging. Even though we don't try to judge, most of us, when we give advice, we try to come from a very pure place. However, we are giving advice from a perspective of how I feel about it. So be careful about giving advice to anybody this week, because you might come off very intolerant and very judgmental and even vulgar at some points, because maybe they never really asked for that advice, and maybe even with the best intentions, your advice just does not really represent whatever it is that, they're going through. So concentrate on yourself. Keep looking into yourself. Keep changing your perspectives. Keep adjusting your life. That's what the universe wants you to do this week. And you have Eight of Swords here in your strength, which is amazing, because it also tells you that you have to look out for people who are not truly your friends, right? Those are, because sometimes when people might ask for advice, they might not even be people who are relevant to you in your life. They could be just people who are asking for advice in the moment, who just want to hear whatever they want to hear. And if you don't give them the advice that they want to hear, then you will be the, you will be the a-hole, because here you are, Leo, giving advice once again. So just, concentrate on whatever makes you happy, your family, your prosperity, your loved ones. Like, concentrate on that. If anybody is asking you for any kind of advice, or even you feel like somebody even needs advice, just say, I don't know. That's where your perspective is changing. Your opinion doesn't matter here, right? Your opinion can only make things worse. And you're going to come up on top. You got the World card. You're going to be all harmonious, fulfilled, and wonderful if you do not give anybody any kind of advice. Obviously, if it's your child asking for advice, you got to take this with a grain of salt. If it's your coworker asking for advice, just, steer away from it, especially if it has to do with some kind of drama between the two people that you know. It's better to stay out of it, because in the end of the day, anybody who gives advice is the one who's punished the most. Somebody who has nothing to do with the situation. Either way, like, really wonderful energy, my dear Leo. 3 major arcana cards here. You're changing, my friend. You're becoming more mature, more grown up. I love it. Hope you like the reading. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Let's see. Your energy for this week. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your strength, possible outcome, and overall vibe. I felt very, very, very sticky energy here, my dear Virgo. As I was putting out the cards, as I was thinking of the date, I forgot the date. The cards placements were not coming out, so you guys could be very confused about something. And then the 3 of Swords comes out as an overall energy. So you could be just kind of suffering over something. You could be unsure about where you are in life. You could be unsure where you are with your family, with your friends. Definitely some kind of unsure energy here. For others of you, I do feel like this is like, it's inspiring energy, right? Like sometimes pain inspires. So if you are into arts, if you do any kind of art, any kind of craft, definitely utilize this energy to create something instead of think about it. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. It's confusing energy. Yeah, look at this. So you're being called, you're not being called to change. Life is changing for you, my dear Virgo. The Tower is here. Life is changing in ways that you couldn't have not even imagined 6 months ago. Life is changing, and it could be changing in all sorts of ways. For some of you, you could just be losing a friend, losing a job, have some kind of fundamental changes at your job. I don't know. But what the universe wants you to know is that you need to understand anytime something breaks in our lives is because it's already been broken. The foundation of that situation has been cracked for a long time, and it was just a matter of time before it collapsed. Now it's finally collapsing, and you will be able to rebuild it in a much better way. So if it is a friend that's backstabbed you, because 3 of Swords is like this backstabbing card for sure. If it's a friend that backstabbed you or said something icky about you, it's okay. Don't even feel sad about it. That was never your friend to begin with. A friend does not stab anybody in the back. If you're losing a job for some reason, obviously it sucks a lot. However, the universe wants you to know there will be opportunities, not now, but in the future for you to come. A better opportunity. And what's going to keep you calm here is that King of Wands energy, like just understanding the bigger picture. Instead of concentrating on right now, how you feel right now, because right now you're going to feel like not great. You got on a 3 of Swords energy. Like you're going to feel heartbroken in some type of way. You're going to feel some kind of grief right now. Don't concentrate on how you feel right now, but just look at the big picture, because this challenge is going to be overcome in some type of way. What the universe wants you to know is like, don't start anything new right away. Like, don't start to like rekindle a friendship here. If you're getting fired from a job, you're better off just getting unemployment. Don't try to like finagle yourself back in it. Obviously, if you absolutely need the money, you have to. But what the universe wants you to know, the 7 of Swords is here. Be a little, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Be a little smart about how you approach it. Be a little sneaky almost. Instead of letting your emotions overcome you and overwhelm you, be sneaky. Continue looking at the big picture that you are realizing, because you're a smart person, my dear Virgo. You know what the big picture is. This thing that's collapsing right now is just a piece of a big picture. It's not a big picture collapsing. It's the other way around. It's just a small little piece. You gotta recognize it. You gotta recognize that your strength right now is not concentrating on it. It's almost like you have to trick yourself into not allowing your emotions to run wild. Does it make sense? I hope that it does. Yeah, 9 of Wands is here. Beautiful. You're going to surpass all the limits. All of this shall pass for sure. However, you could stand in your own way. So definitely a choice is yours here this week, my dear Virgo. You can choose to just concentrate on the bigger picture, take this negative energy and put it into something productive. For those of you who are creative types, draw, create art, sing, whatever it is that you do, work, put this energy into work. For others of you, you could just, if you start concentrating on how this thing makes you feel, on the emotional aspect of it, you're just going to stand in your own way. And it's not going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel worse before it's going to make you feel better. I do appreciate that you have a choice this week, how to, which way to go in your emotional space. Usually we don't get that choice. Hope this reading helped, my dear Virgo. You are definitely a strong individual and you're going to persevere through this difficult time. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a great week, my friend. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 3rd. Let's see what energy surrounds my Libra. During this time frame, your subconscious drives your obstacle, your support, your possible outcome for the week. Overall vibes, the Magician. Love it. Absolutely love it, my friend. You definitely know what you want. You've known what you want for quite some time. And you will be able to finally get it. Like, you will be able to actualize your desires this week. Whatever it is, I'm not really clear on the energy of what this pertains to. But you've been wanting to get some things changed, some things done, and this has been in your head for a very long time. Like, you've been working on it, you've been developing it. So I think I had this message for you like within the last month, where you started something. Like, some of you started the workout program and you're finally seeing those changes now, or some of you change your diet and now you're finally seeing how your skin's clearing out, your eyes clearing out, you're feeling more energized, or you change your schedule around and now you're sleeping more, or you've made time for your friends, or you made time for your family, or you've restructured your workday. You've done something in the past and now you finally will see more and more and more glimpses of your changes coming through. I love it. Great energy here. So you've been in your head for a while. You're in a hermit energy. You've been in your head contemplating, what is it that's the best thing for Libra right now, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, whatever it is. You've been going through these I lost my thought. Contemplations for quite some time, and you've been figuring out how to rebalance your life. You are all about balance, and you're working very hard to obtain that balance in your life, throwing things out, bringing things in, reshuffling, rearranging, and the Ace of Cups is here because you understand that your domestic happiness is the most important thing that you have right now, and that's why you've been changing things around. For some of you, you've been changing, as I said before, your work schedule, your work arrangements to spend more time with your family, to spend more time with your friends, or like rearranging your calendar in general. For others of you, you've been increasing your well-being. You've been working on your health because you want to be around for your kids, for your grandkids. So definitely your family is pushing you to implement all of these changes. What the universe wants you to know is that there is no reason to just kind of like wait for these changes. There's no reason to push yourself to the limit where you're going to be completely fatigued. That's a strong message that I'm getting here. Sometimes when we want to spend more time with our family, we just add family time to the calendar without taking something else out. So what the universe wants you to know is be very careful about what you're doing. Continue reshuffling that calendar. Continue reshuffling where your resources go, and make sure you're not overworking yourself to a point where you just don't have any resources left, because getting to that fatigue place is real, right? If you are sleeping 10 hours a day all of a sudden, make sure you're not compromising on something else in your life. Even though sleep is super important, right? Like, make sure you're not compromising on getting to work on time. So just be careful of how you're structuring and restructuring your situations, but you are going in the right direction. And the High Priestess is here in your Strength card, telling me that, like, intuitively, what needs to be changed, and you gotta trust your gut. You gotta listen to that inner voice. You know what's important to you. If spending time with the family is actually super important, then yes, of course, prioritize that. If going to the gym is super important to you, to make sure that you are healthy for your grandkids, for your children, for yourself, then yeah, you gotta do it. Just listen to your heart, listen to that inner voice to decipher what is truly important and what is not so important, right? Yeah, the change is here. The change is going to come. The change is going to happen just the way you want it to happen. It's here. It's here. And the old way doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I love the fact that the Tower is here is because the old way is not working. And now, want it or not, through all of this contemplation, you will realize there is no other way. The only way is to change your life up in order to have that family as your priority. Home and domestic happiness, my friend. Love it. Absolutely love it. You got 5 major arcana cards out of 6 cards right here. It's a big change, my friend. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a great week, my dear Libra. Hello, my dear Scorpio. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Okay, let's see. Why my Scorpios energetically? Subconscious drives for my Scorpios. Obstacles, support systems, potential outcome, and overall vibe. The Lovers. Ooh, somebody got a love in their mind. So for this week, for many of you, all different partnerships are going to be highlighted. The love relationships are going to be highlighted. Your work relationships are going to be highlighted. Whoever you are close with, whoever is your partner, is that relationship will definitely be highlighted. There could even be the work relationship that you have with your accountant, right? Like, because they are your partner. The work relationship that you have with your doctor, the work relationship that you have with your personal trainer, whatever it is, all of these partnerships, or at least like one type of partnership in your life, will be very much highlighted for you this week. For many of you, though, it's definitely going to be your union, your marriage partner, your love partner, your relationship in that sector is definitely going to be highlighted. So you've been hoping for some kind of change, my friend. You've been hoping for a change for quite some time. The Magician is here in your current energy. So you've been really hoping for some things to change. I'm not sure what it is, so I'm not getting a clear message in regards to what it is. But I do feel like for many of you, it is your emotions, your emotional space. You realize that things need to change. So whatever partnership it is, it's definitely a close partnership that I'm picking up on. And there has been some emotional imbalance in that partnership. And for some of you, you might just feel like it's like a work partner. Maybe that person has not been super honest with you. Maybe that person hasn't been too nice to you. Maybe that person was not representing you in the best light in front of others. There's something that's been on your mind, something that's been bothering you for quite some time, and you wanted to change, but you don't know how to do it yet. You're not there yet. So what you're doing, you are just kind of pulling back instead of addressing it head first. It is hard, like especially if it's like a work partnership or like your accountant. Let's say you have the best accountant in the world who does all of the paperwork so amazing for you, but then you come into the office and all they do is like they curse up a storm, they say inappropriate things, they make remarks that are like not really cool, they talk bad about other people. So you could be like in this weird place. Okay, do I just shut it? And that's what many of you are doing. Do I just shut it or do I say something? Because if I say something, I might lose this amazing accountant. But if I don't say anything, I'm just kind of like I'm kind of like almost disrespecting myself. Does it make sense? And again, this could be any relationship, really. I really do feel that you guys know exactly who this person is. However, unfortunately right now, is best not to be very aggressive. The Knight of Cups is here in your obstacle. So you might feel like the most righteous thing to do is address it head first. However, the Ace of Swords is in your strength. You have to be very careful with your words. Swords are all about words. Instead of just blurring something out the way that it comes to you in your heart in the moment, think about it and address it at a different time. So let's say today you're meeting with your accountant and then this just saying, oh, have you heard about this guy? Did you see how much weight he got? He gained blah, 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 blah. And his wife left him and he had to spend Thanksgiving, like, I don't know, somewhere. And you just hate that. They're like, wait, this guy's like a wonderful person. Like, why are you saying so much crap about him? Instead of just saying it like that, wait a few days, kind of collect your thoughts, and then bring it up from a very intellectual perspective. You could just mention how, I just dislike how people say really mean things about other people. It could be simple as that. I don't even know. I'm getting a clear message of do not say anything in the moment because it's going to be taken wrong, but take a few days for you to cool off, to let the situation to cool off, and just bring it up again at a later point to create some kind of clarity. Okay. Yeah, the Fool is here. So clarity is definitely going to be able to come through here, and you will be able to resolve something with this partner. You will be able to resolve this issue with your partner as long as you're not doing it in the moment, because the moment can get very, very heated. There's a lot of like idealism that can come up from both sides. Definitely worth it to sleep on it and only then start the conversation, my friend. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Scorpio. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of November 28th through December 4th. Happy birthday to all of my Sagittarius who have birthdays this week. Let's see where you are energetically. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and overall vibe. Ooh, the sun. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Sun is indicative of harmony, joy, emotional satisfaction. This is, I mean, what else do you need? This is all about confidence and fulfillment. Like what? I don't know what else to say. Like the sun is just beautiful energy. You will feel very fulfilled this week. You will regain a sense of confidence this week. And I feel like many of you have not had that confidence in quite some time. And it's finally going to be reignited in you. That fire, that Sag fire, it's a very special kind of fire, is going to be reignited. And you're going to feel it right under your skin. Love it. So you're currently in the Page of Cups energy. You're definitely enjoying this emotional, newly found emotional happiness, newly found glimpses of emotional stability, because you haven't had it for a while, and now you're finally figuring it out, and now you're finally remembering what it's like to be emotionally satisfied, emotionally happy. And Seven of Wands is your subconscious drive. Like you've been really pushing yourself hard. It felt for a long time that life was just throwing rocks under your feet. If it was nothing that was breaking down, there was the next thing breaking down. If there was not one issue, then it was like another issue. There was always something coming your way. And you almost forgot how to be happy. You forgot how to be confident. You forgot what it's like to enjoy your life. And finally, you're kind of regaining that sense of happy. And I absolutely love it. What the universe wants you to do right now, you continue kind of holding on to these glimpses of happiness and do not take things too serious. Come at things from a very light-hearted space, with a light-hearted attitude, because you can either make a problem out of something where there is no problem, or you can just not be too serious about it, let it go, and continue riding on that emotional joy and emotional satisfaction that you're finally feeling again, and building it up. If you're gonna start taking things too serious again, what you're gonna do is, like, whatever emotional happiness that you've been regaining, you're gonna squash it right down. You're gonna just squash it like a bug, and then a new bug needs to be born in order for you to feel any happiness again. So be watchful for that. What the universe wants you to do is keep concentrating on your well-being. Keep concentrating on your happy place, because that's what's making you healthy. That's what's making you happy. When you're healthy, you're happy, you're emotionally stable. It's all connected in some kind of way. Once you take things too serious, once you're really harsh with others around you, with yourself, you just kind of diminish that well-being, diminish that ability to be healthy. You ruin your self-esteem. That sense of confidence goes away. So, since it's been rekindled in you, since that fire's coming back, ride it out, embrace it, my friend, and don't take things too serious at all. Celebrate. Three of Cups is here. Celebrate all these joys with the people that you love. Celebrate the small little things with your family. You know, like whenever your child smiles, smile with your child. Appreciate that moment. Whenever your pet does something cute, appreciate that moment. Like, enjoy it. When you eat your favorite breakfast, like, savor it, enjoy. That's how you build those happy, like, you know, the happy little moments. They build up and they create big, huge happiness. And I love it. I love this energy. I absolutely do. I hope you embrace this positive energy that's coming your way. That's all I got for you, my dear Sag, and enjoy your birthday if this week is your birthday. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a happy week, my friend, because there's plenty of opportunities to be happy here for you.